Man, September is looking like it's about to be a crowded month for gaming. I mean, with all of these releases happening, it's just gonna be too much to decide on what I'm going to do for my birthday. You see, my birthday is on September 4th, and on that date, we have Dragon Quest XI coming west. And I was excited for a second. Then I heard it's not coming for the Nintendo Switch right away. And then it upset me. Because you see, I'm not a big fan of JRPGs. And speaking of JRPGs, I know that I've told you guys on some of my social media that I would have a Ni no Kuni 2 impressions video coming. And I just haven't had the time right away to do it. But it is coming. I apologize for the delay. But once again, it is coming. Back to Dragon Quest XI. JRPGs, they require a lot of attention and time, and I just won't have any of that time to do while I'm at home. And if I could do it on the go, I will absolutely do it. And it really excites me. And given the fact that I've never played a Dragon Quest game, I'm actually very interested in this. I'm also usually not into turn-based RPGs, but this one seems to be pretty interesting with the open world and it seems like, some platforming where you can jump around freely, but the combat system is still generally very turn-based, but it does seem interesting. But what I will say is this: I will not check this game out until it hits Nintendo Switch. Not wishing ill on any other versions for the system, but I would very much prefer to play this on Nintendo Switch. Now, this game releases on September 4th, which is actually my birthday, and I was excited, like I said at first, but I guess I won't be getting that on my birthday. But there are plenty more releases in September. Next up, though, we have Spyro. Spyro releases September 21st, and it's maybe a week or two shy of its 20th anniversary, which is, I believe, September 9th. And growing up in my heyday, the PlayStation 1 era, I was absolutely a fan of Spyro. I played all of them, but never finished them. And I guess I kind of sucked at not finishing games back in the day, and even still today. But I was always a fan of Spyro, and then I seen where they went with Skylanders and was no longer a fan of Spyro. Skylanders, I guess, probably wasn't for me. It was more directed toward a younger audience. And I understand, granted, it was fine. I believe it did sell decently. I have quite a few friends who have children, and they are into the Skylanders. But me personally, not for me. Now, this is very exciting, though, given the fact that first we had Crash remastered, and now we have Spyro. This looks absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. I want to say it's, 20 years since it launched. And I think this is pretty awesome. And given the fact that Crash did so well, could you blame them for, even approaching this? I really hope that this game sells well, just as Crash did, and hoping that we could get some more games in these franchises, something brand new. I would love to see where the developers would go with a brand new vision, but keeping the core game and aspects to the same vein. But what else do we have coming in September? Yes. Next up, we have Shadow of the Tomb Raider. There's only been a teaser trailer released to this point, but it already said it's going to release in September, and whew, man, now that's something. We already have Dragon Quest. That probably do to sell well. Niche title. Also for Spyro, I think it's gonna go fly off the shelves just for nostalgic point of views. And I really think people are gonna absolutely love it. Some people might not even finish it. Maybe me. I'm also waiting to see if that comes to Nintendo Switch. But Shadow of the Tomb Raider hasn't even been fully revealed, but the last two games were pretty great. And I think for anyone who have played the last two, they're excited for this one. So once again, not officially release date yet, but that is in September. So, man, what are we going to do? Now, if that's released in the first week, that's going to be something, because there's something I'm going to discuss a little further into the video that's also coming in about the first week of September, and man, oh man, is it a good one. I'm quite sure you guys know by now, but I'm just going to pretend you don't, and I'm glad that you tuned in, so let's move forward with that. But next up, Nintendo is also releasing its online service in September. The paid online service, I should say. And up till now, we don't really have any ideas of anything they're releasing in September besides that, as far as games. So I'm wondering, what game or games will they release to support it, to show off its online? Now, they said there will be a Smash tournament for the new Smash at E3 in June. And, I mean, it's good to speculate. So one might assume that Smash is being officially released alongside the Nintendo Switch Online service in September. But would that be it? I mean, Super Smash Bros. Is a very big selling title. Everybody loves it, but it's still somewhat of a niche title. It's a fighting game. Everybody loves it, but then you have the hardcore players, and not everybody jumps in, so some people might decide to get it later because there may be DLC or whatever. But I'm hoping that this does release in September because I think this would be good to launch Nintendo's fall lineup. But I don't know. What do you guys think? I don't really know what much else to say, but I'm hoping something else, something big is also coming alongside the Nintendo Switch Online paid service in September. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And last but not least, on September 7th, that's also during my birthday week, end of Friday, SpiderMan is releasing. Finally. I'm very, very excited for this one. At first, I wasn't that excited. I said, all right, this looks cool. Okay, can't wait to see more. And then I saw it just a few days ago. Game Informer, they got first scoop on it. And it was released with the digital version of this month's Game Informer. And, man, it looks amazing. It absolutely looks amazing. And I guess you can call it the Arkham of Spider-Man games, the Arkham series of Spider-Man games. Some people have already compared it to that, but I guess I can understand a comparison. So, granted, this to me is looking to be the first really good Spider-Man game in a very long time. One of the best 2 Spider-Man games was, let me see. This game right here. Ultimate Spider-Man 2 on PS2 and Xbox. And that was one of the last very good Spider-Man games. It was more based off the comics. It even had the comic style, still had the teenage Peter Parker. And then next to that, you had Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man, based off of the second Spider-Man movie. And that game was amazing. I remember a friend of mine, right? He played that game until his Xbox burned a hole in the disc. Now, to some people that might sound unheard of, but that game was extremely addictive. Now, even after you finished the game, you could still just run around the city solving and fighting crime and everything. It was still amazing. Now, this game looks like it's going to be much more grander than that. And this is probably the first really great superhero game we had, since Batman Arkham series. And besides that, we usually get Infamous. And I consider those superhero games because even though you can do what you wish, or, you can be a supervillain or superhero, regardless, it's a superhero game. And this is going to be the best Spider-Man game. I'm just going to go ahead and say, mark my words, I'm actually on vacation usually around that week. I might have to extend it a little bit so I can dive deep and dig into this Spider-Man thing. Because given the fact that earlier in the week, I won't be getting Dragon Quest 11. Yeah, sorry guys, I'm waiting for the Switch version. But Spider-Man, woof, I'm going to be having a blast with that. You know what else I've been thinking? A lot of games coming out in September, as I've said before, right? But you know what's coming out the next month? Red Dead Redemption 2. Seems like a lot of games are releasing not close to Red Dead because they don't want to be overshadowed for it. Because Rocksteady is a machine, and these guys, Rockstar, I should say, excuse me. They're a machine, and, well, look what they're doing with Grand Theft Auto Online. Grand Theft Auto, in general, 5, has been selling like hotcakes. Last I checked, it was 70-some-odd million worldwide, and at this point, it is one of the greatest selling, if not the greatest selling game of all time, and it's been on, I believe you want to say 5 systems because it was on PS3, 360, Xbox One, PS4, and PC as well, and, man, I mean, what can I say? It's still being supported to this day. This game is 7 years, maybe 5 years old. I want to say, I don't want to overshoot my shot here, but the game is years old and it's still flying off the shelves. And I want to say a lot of people are probably playing Grand Theft Auto Online, and Red Dead Redemption 2 has a similar online service. And well, I don't think people don't have faith in Rockstar Games if they're going to be doing that. So have faith in this big October release. I think a lot of people are going to be jumping on it. Me personally, maybe not. I'm not sure. I didn't even finish the last one, but I did enjoy it. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of open world games, but maybe not. I might give this a try. If I get a chance to dedicate some time to it, I will dig in, absolutely. Most likely, I will be getting it on Xbox One X because it's powerful, it's fun, and I just love it. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below of all of these topics. Let me know what you guys will and will not be picking up. Let me know if you guys agree with me, if everybody's trying to avoid being overshadowed by Red Dead Redemption 2. Follow me on all forms of social media. For just $1 a month, you can help this channel grow and self-sustained on Patreon. I will continue to release content. I'll try to release it in a more speedy manner. My editing sucks. My editing skills suck. So I'll be doing most of this stuff on my phone. Once again, thanks you guys for watching. This is the Bearded Nerd, Dakota Griswold out. This video is finito.